So is it possible to transition from one career to a career in real estate? Mike Novak from the Novak Real Estate team here at EXP. Today I'm going to tackle that very important question that we get asked a lot by agents that are thinking about entering the industry, that maybe have gotten their license already or that are in school and working to get their license and are soon to be agents. So I've got three really important questions that I think you need to ask yourself if you're trying to transition into real estate. And before I even get into that, I want to address one thing. You can do real estate part-time and still have a successful career. You just can't get to the highest levels of real estate only doing it part-time. You have to go all in on it if you want to really reach the ultimate levels of success, get that six-figure income and the lifestyle that many of us are after and is the reason that we're in real estate. So without further ado, here's three key questions to be thinking about. First of all, what habits do you need to change in your transition from where you're at now to where you want to go? We want you to focus on your habits, not on your goals, because we know it's going to have a much bigger impact on your production and actually get you the results that you want. A lot of people talk about their goals, but they're not really thinking about their habits. So think about those habits and think about which ones you need to shift to get to where you want to go. Then start by making commitments to yourself and actually following through with those, whether if it's prospecting or doing certain things in your morning routine that you want to accomplish. And then be thinking about, do I need to have earlier mornings to accomplish what I want to get done, or do I maybe need some later evenings? Either one is totally fine. You just need to figure out what the right solution is for you. So that's the first one. The second one, what skills do you need to develop as you're in this transitionary phase? It could be things like lead conversion skills, like how do you develop sales language patterns with leads that make them feel good and make them want to do business with you? Something you definitely want to be thinking about. Or maybe how do you master using a CRM and prospecting in an efficient way that allows you to reach many more people than just maybe 5 or 10 per hour when you are working and prospecting with your leads. Third, what is your transition plan? So this is different from everybody, and we've helped multiple people transition from bartending roles, car sales roles into real estate full-time. So this will be totally unique to whatever you are doing right now, but you really need to be thinking about what is that transition plan between now and when you would be in real estate full-time. So be thinking in 90-day blocks. And in 90 days, can you go from where you're at to full-time? Maybe, maybe not. For a lot of people, it's a 6-month journey, and that's totally okay. But if you can really think about what needs to happen in that 6 months or that 90 days and break it down into chunks and start knocking those things out, you can make really good progress. What I've seen other agents do that have successfully transitioned on our team is they were in roles like bartending, and they would come prospect in the morning, and then they go to work with their clients in the early afternoon. And then about 3 days a week, they'd go do their bartending job in the evening, and they'd go keep that money coming in. Because ultimately, you need to make sure that you've got about 3 months of reserves in the bank before you go full-time in real estate. It's really important. The last thing you want to do is get stressed out about not having enough money in reserves and feel pressured because now you're full-time in real estate, you cut off your primary income. So don't do that. Don't make that mistake. It's something that I've seen other people do that you want to definitely avoid, and be thinking in that 90-day or 180-day transitionary plan to go from working part-time to being full-time in real estate. One thing I have noticed is when you do pull the plug and you go full into real estate is the commitment goes through the roof. All of a sudden now you have to produce. Everything is on the line and dependent on your shoulders, whether if it's your family or just your career for yourself. You're now fully committed, and I've seen production levels really skyrocket when that occurs and when you pull the plug. Just make sure when you do that, you've got those reserves so you're not stressed out. So a few industries that we have seen that have transitioned really well, like I mentioned, bartenders, car sales, insurance people. These are all roles that are a natural fit right into the real estate industry. So if you are curious to learn more about how we could help you with your transitionary plan on getting full-time into real estate or getting started into real estate, you can schedule a confidential call with me. I won't share it with anyone. I just want to learn more about your story and how we could possibly help you design a plan that's going to work just for you. Mike Novak from the Novak Real Estate team at EXP.